Number 1. The 1978 Mercedes-Benz 450 SL Convertible, listed for just $6,600 and located in Loomis, California, showing 168,000 miles and paired with an automatic transmission. And this is one of those cars that instantly reminds you why Mercedes-Benz built such a legendary reputation in the late 70s. This 450 SL features the timeless roadster design with long, elegant body lines, solid German engineering, and that unmistakable Mercedes stance that still turns heads today. And the best part is that it comes as a true convertible with the removable hardtop included, giving you the flexibility to enjoy open-top cruising on sunny California days with a classic coupe look when you want a quieter, more refined ride. According to the seller, the car has been well cared for. It's really clean inside and out, and it shows in the overall presentation, making this a strong candidate for someone looking to own a vintage luxury car that hasn't been beaten up or neglected. And while it's not a brand new vehicle, because let's be real, this is a 1978 classic, it's described as simply needing a new owner to enjoy it, as the current owner no longer uses the car and has decided it's time to pass it on, which often means an honest sale rather than a flip. The clean title is in hand, there are no trades, and this Mercedes represents an affordable entry into classic European motoring, especially when you consider how well these 450 SL models are known for durability, comfort, and smooth cruising rather than aggressive performance, making it perfect for relaxed weekend drives, car shows, or even just parking in the driveway and admiring it every time you walk past. And at this price point, finding a clean, complete classic Mercedes convertible with both tops included is becoming harder and harder. So if you've been waiting for a timeless luxury roadster that blends vintage charm, solid build quality, and everyday drivability, this 1978 Mercedes-Benz 450 SL might just be the opportunity you've been looking for. Number 2, the 1981 Cadillac Brougham Coupe, listed at $8,500 OBO and located in Nyssa, Oregon, showing just 65,000 miles on the odometer and paired with an automatic transmission. And this is exactly the kind of Cadillac that represents an era when comfort, size, and presence matter more than anything else. Long hood, wide body, squared-off design, and that unmistakable Cadillac silhouette that instantly tells everyone on the road this is not an ordinary car. This particular Brougham is described as a clean car and already set up as a nice lowrider-style daily driver, which means it's not just sitting around waiting for weekends or car shows, but actually being driven and enjoyed regularly. And according to the seller, this is a car they daily drive, confidently stating it will go anywhere you want to go. A strong statement for a classic vehicle, and a big plus for anyone looking to own something vintage without sacrificing real-world usability. The coupe body style gives this Brougham an extra level of style and rarity compared to more common sedans, making it an excellent platform for cruising, light customization, or simply enjoying it as is, floating down the road with that smooth Cadillac ride these cars are famous for, soaking up bumps and turning every drive into a relaxed experience rather than a chore. With its relatively low mileage of the year, solid overall condition, and timeless luxury vibe, this Cadillac fits perfectly for someone who wants a classic that can handle daily driving duties while still standing out at gas stations, stoplights, and parking lots. And the seller is also open to trades, specifically mentioning a Chevy Impala, Buick Regal, or Monte Carlo, as long as the trade is a clean, equal condition ride, which shows flexibility and a genuine enthusiast mindset rather than a rush sale. Whether you're looking to get into the lowrider scene, build a smooth cruiser, or simply own a piece of authentic American luxury, History that still delivers comfort, presence, and drivability decades later. This 1981 Cadillac Brougham Coupe offers a lot of classic car value, style, and road-ready confidence at a price point that's becoming harder to find in today's classic market. Number 3. The 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle, listed at $8,500 Canadian dollars and located in Niagara Falls, Ontario, showing 36,000 kilometers and paired with an automatic transmission. And this is one of those listings that immediately grabs attention because 1970 is widely considered one of the most desirable years for the Chevelle lineup, making this car an extremely appealing starting point for the right buyer. Under the hood sit a 350 small block Chevy mated to a TH350 automatic. Transmission. An important thing to note here is that this car runs, drives, steers, and stops, meaning it can be moved under its own power, which is a huge advantage when you're dealing with a classic project of this caliber. And according to the seller, it starts easily and runs well, taking a lot of the unknowns out of the mechanical side. This Chevelle is being sold as a full restoration project, and the seller is very upfront and honest about its condition, explaining that the floors are rotted out, the trunk floor is gone, and the body shows rust typical of a Canadian car. So this is absolutely not a turnkey vehicle, but rather a solid base for someone who understands metal work, welding, and long-term restoration planning. The paint and chrome are described as driver quality at best, reinforcing the fact that this car is all about potential rather than presentation. But the upside is that it is a complete car with a clean VIN, and it even comes with the original Protect O-plate, which is a very cool and increasingly rare piece of documentation for collectors, adding authenticity and historical value to the build. While there is currently no ownership, the seller states they can help obtain ownership for full asking price, describing it as a simple process through Service Ontario, which helps reduce paperwork concerns for serious buyers. On the positive side, you're getting a running and driving 1970 Chevelle, one of the most iconic muscle car body styles ever made, and a great candidate for a full restoration or SS clone build. While the downside is clear and transparent, this car will require full floor and trunk replacement, along with significant welding and metal work, and the price reflects that reality at $8,500 Canadian dollars, firmish. This Chevelle is aimed squarely at builders, restorers, and muscle car enthusiasts who want a legitimate 1970 platform to bring back to life. And if you're the type of person who sees rust and effort not as a problem, but as an opportunity to build something special from the ground up, this Chevelle could be the foundation for a seriously rewarding project. Number 4. The 1973 Chevrolet Nova powered by a 350 V8, listed at $14,000 and located in Chico, California, showing 118,232 miles and paired with an automatic transmission. And this is a kind of Nova that checks a lot of boxes for enthusiasts who want something that looks tough, sounds aggressive, and is actually ready to be driven and enjoyed right now. Under the hood sits a 350 small block Chevy with a healthy cam, giving this car a strong, muscular idle that instantly lets you know it means business. And that sound is backed up by a dual exhaust system that the seller proudly notes sounds great, delivering that classic V8 rumble every time you hit the throttle. Power is sent through a turbo 350 automatic transmission with a fresh rebuild, which is a big confidence booster for anyone planning to drive this car regularly. And it also features a long list of recent upgrades and maintenance items that add real value, including new 275/40 R17 tires and new 17x9 chrome wheels from Les Schwab, giving the car a modern, aggressive stance while still respecting its classic roots. Inside, the Nova has been refreshed with newly upholstered seats, new chrome door sills, and a new dash pad. helping clean up the interior and making a much nicer place to spend time. Whether you're cruising around town or heading out on longer drives, mechanically, this car has seen thoughtful updates as well, with a new fuel tank, fuel lines, and fuel pump, a new aluminum radiator, new chrome, valve covers and air cleaner, along with a fresh oil change, fresh coolant flush, and new transmission fluid, all of which point to an owner who invested in keeping the car reliable and road-ready rather than just focusing on looks. It also comes equipped with new Bluetooth stereo, blending modern convenience with classic muscle car vibes. And just as important, this Nova comes with a clean California title in hand, current registration, and up-to-date tags, meaning no headaches or surprises. When it comes to paperwork, overall, this 1973 Chevy Nova represents a strong buy for someone who wants a classic muscle car that's already sorted, sounds incredible, and can be driven immediately. Whether your goal is weekend cruising, local car shows, or just enjoying a raw, honest V8 power classic that delivers that unmistakable American muscle experience every time you turn the key. Number 5. The 1966 Chrysler Windsor Convertible, listed at $14,995 and located in the Kootenay Boundary region of British Columbia, specifically Grand Forks, British Columbia, showing 87,234 kilometers and paired with an automatic transmission. And this is the kind of classic that delivers presence the moment it rolls into view, combining elegant full-size styling with open-top cruising and a drivetrain that means business. Powering this Windsor is a rebuilt cast-crank 440 V8, with the seller noting roughly $6,500 invested in the rebuild, and it's topped with a brand new Edelbrock carburetor, giving the car strong throttle response and smooth cruising manners, while the upgrade to electronic ignition adds reliability and easier starts compared to the original point system. This Chrysler is loaded with comfort and convenience features for its era, including power drum brakes, power steering, a power convertible top, and power windows, making it surprisingly easy and enjoyable to drive for. A full-size 60s convertible, whether you're cruising through town or stretching its legs on a summer highway. The car also benefits from thoughtful cooling and exhaust upgrades, featuring dual exhaust for that deep V8 sound and a 3-core radiator with an electric fan, helping keep temperatures under control even on warm days. Cosmetically, the body is described as being in great shape, wearing an older paint job that still shows well, while the convertible top does have a couple of tears. Near the bottom, an honest flaw that's reportedly been unchanged for years and doesn't take away from the overall enjoyment of the car. Inside, the Windsor truly shines, with the interior described as immaculate, featuring bucket seats with a center console and even a working vacuum gauge, adding a cool period-correct touch to the cabin. Overall, this Chrysler is presented as a great summer cruiser that needs nothing more than a new owner to enjoy it. And at this price point, finding a full-size 1960s convertible with a rebuilt big block, working power features, and strong overall condition is becoming increasingly rare, making this 1966 Chrysler Windsor Convertible an excellent opportunity for anyone looking to enjoy classic American luxury, open-air driving, and big block performance in one complete road-ready package. Number 6. The 1984 Granada, listed at $5,950 and located in Chesapeake, Virginia, showing 90,000 miles and paired with an automatic transmission. And this is a kind of car that doesn't need a shout to be appreciated, offering simple styling, honest mechanicals, and a level of comfort that makes it surprisingly usable even by modern standards. Under the hood sits a 6-cylinder engine, focused more on smooth, reliable cruising than outright performance, and it's supported by a long list of recent maintenance and upgrades that make this Granada especially appealing as a turnkey driver, including new tires, a fresh paint job, new spark plugs and wires, a new distributor cap and rotor, new belts, and new water hoses, along with the reassurance that the car has been recently serviced, taking a lot of guesswork out of ownership. This Ford is also well equipped for comfortable daily use, featuring air conditioning, an AM/FM radio, power steering, and power brakes, all of which help deliver that easy-going, relaxed driving experience these cars were known for. Whether you're commuting, cruising around town, or just enjoying a weekend drive, the seller notes that it runs and drives great, and that overall it is super clean, which is backed up by the fact that it comes with a clean title in hand, making the buying process straightforward and stress-free. While the Granada may not have the flash of a muscle car or the luxury badge of a high-end cruiser, its appeal lies in its simplicity, affordability, and condition, especially in today's market where finding a classic car that's clean, serviced, and ready to drive for under $6,000 is becoming increasingly rare. For someone looking for a reliable vintage daily driver, a comfortable cruiser, or an easy entry point into classic car ownership without the headaches of a major restoration, this 1984 Granada offers a lot of value, practicality, and old-school charm at a very accessible price point. Number 7. The 1981 Cadillac Coupe de Ville two-door, listed at $8,900 and located in Derry, New Hampshire, showing 96,000 original miles and paired with an automatic transmission. And this is a type of Cadillac that delivers pure presence the moment it pulls into view, with its long, elegant body lines, wide stance, and unmistakable luxury-era styling that defined Cadillac during this period. On the hood to the 6.0-liter V8, offering smooth, effortless power design for relaxed cruising, rather than aggressive performance. And according to the seller, this Coupe de Ville runs, drives, and shifts great, which is exactly what you want to hear when considering a classic you actually plan to enjoy on the road. Condition is a major highlight here, as the car is described as very clean and solid for the year, with a body that is straight and clean, showing only one small rust spot is pictured, while the frame and undercarriage are reported to be spotless, a huge selling point for buyers in the Northeast where rust can often be a deal breaker. Inside, the interior is in good condition, maintaining that comfortable, plush Cadillac feel that made these cars famous, with plenty of room to stretch out and enjoy the ride, whether you're cruising back roads, heading to a car show, or just enjoying a smooth weekend drive. The seller also points out an important reality of today's classic market, noting that these cars are getting harder to find, especially in clean, unmodified, and well-kept condition, which adds to the long-term appeal for collectors and enthusiasts alike. There are no trades on this one, and it's being offered as a straightforward sale, making this Coupe de Ville a strong opportunity for anyone looking to own a well-preserved example of Cadillac's classic luxury era, combining originality, solid condition, and that unmistakable big-body American cruising experience that simply can't be replicated by modern cars. Number 8. The 1977 Ford LTD2, offered at $8,950 and located in Chesapeake, Virginia, showing just 70,000 miles and paired with an automatic transmission. And this is a kind of classic sedan that quietly impresses with condition and originality rather than flash, making it especially appealing to collectors and enthusiasts who value clean survivors. This particular LTD2 is described as a beautiful car with no rust, which is a huge statement for a vehicle of this age, and it's backed up by the overall presentation, featuring original paint that's still in great shape and a vinyl top that also shows very well, preserving the authentic late 70s look that defines this model. Under the hood sits a 302 V8, known for its reliability and smooth power delivery, making this car an easy cruiser that's equally comfortable around town or out on the highway. And it has been supported by recent maintenance, including new tires, a new battery, and a new fuel pump, along with the reassurance that the car has been recently serviced, meaning it's ready to be driven and enjoyed without immediate mechanical worries. This Ford is also well equipped for comfortable daily use, featuring air conditioning, an AM/FM radio, power steering, and power brakes, all working together to deliver a relaxed, easygoing driving experience that reflects the era when cars were built to prioritize comfort above all else. Inside, the interior is described as being in excellent shape, further reinforcing the idea that this LTD2 has been well cared for over the years. And when you combine that with the seller statement that it runs and drives great, you're looking at a classic that offers true turnkey enjoyment. It also comes with super clean title in hand, making the buying process straightforward and stress-free. And overall, this 1977 Ford LTD2 stands out as a solid, honest classic for someone who wants a comfortable V8 cruiser, a clean survivor from the late 70s, and a piece of American automotive history that's becoming increasingly rare to find in this level of condition. Number 9. The 1964 Chrysler Newport. Priced at $11,000 and located in Fredericksburg, Virginia, showing 78,800 miles and paired with an automatic transmission. And this is not a trailer queen or a short-distance cruiser, but a classic that has been genuinely driven and trusted over long distances, with the sellers stating they've taken this car from Virginia to North Carolina, Michigan, Tennessee, and Massachusetts without any issues, which says more than almost any inspection photo ever could. While the car retains its strong original identity, it does feature a tasteful 1963 Chrysler 300 front grille, giving it a slightly more aggressive look, and importantly, the original grille is included with the car, allowing the next owner to return to stock if desired. Interestingly, this Newport was used in movies before the current owners purchased it, meaning it spent much of its earlier life parked rather than driven hard, and since ownership, an extensive amount of maintenance and mechanical updating has been performed to make a dependable long-distance driver rather than just a showpiece. The brake system has been thoroughly refreshed, with the wheels and drums removed, rear axle shafts pulled, new seals installed, bearings and races inspected, a new inner bearing and race installed in the rear, all wheel cylinders and brake hoses replaced, an upgrade to a dual reservoir master cylinder, a rebuilt brake booster, and new brake shoes, giving the car modernized braking confidence while retaining its classic character. The transmission and rear axle have also been serviced properly, with the transmission pan dropped, a drain plug installed, a new transmission filter and fluid added, and new stainless steel transmission cooling lines installed, which are a long-term reliability upgrade, while the rear axle received fresh gear oil and new rear shocks for improved ride quality. Under the hood sits the original 361 V8, which had 63,000 miles when the owners purchased the car, and now sits just under 79,000 miles, and has been carefully maintained with a rebuilt carburetor, delivering easy starts, smooth idle, strong acceleration, and even the ability to be put into gear and driven while cold, all while running clean with no smoke, sounding healthy, and returning a respectable 17 to 18 miles per gallon, which is impressive for a full-size, early 60S cruiser. The engine and electrical systems have seen extensive attention as well, including NGK spark plugs, new plug wires and tune-up components, a new water pump, fuel filter, rubber and heater hoses, radiator hoses, thermostat, dual exhaust, starter relay, starter motor, alternator, voltage regulator, along with new dimmer and headlight switches, making this Newport one of those rare classics when the mechanical foundation has already been handled. Cosmetically, the car presents well and turns heads, though the sellers note that much of the paint would benefit from buffing to reach the next level, which is more of a finishing touch than a flaw. And with tires only a couple years old and still in great shape, this Chrysler is ready to keep doing what it's already proven it can do: drive anywhere confidently, with the sellers even stating they wouldn't hesitate to take it to any U.S. state except Hawaii, making this 1964 Chrysler Newport an outstanding choice for someone who wants a classic that looks good, sounds right, and most importantly, can be trusted to hit the open road without hesitation. Number 10. The 1976 Cadillac Fleetwood Brougham, listed at $14,500 and located in Taneytown, Maryland, showing an incredibly low 30,202 miles and paired with an automatic transmission. And this is a kind of full-size Cadillac that represents the absolute peak of the brand's pre-downsizing era, when comfort, size, and road presence mattered more than anything else. This Fleetwood has recently come out of long-term storage and has already been used for short trips, making it a genuine grand cruiser rather than a static display piece. And from the moment you look at it, the car embodies everything people love about 1970s Cadillacs. Wearing its original brown paint and a matching padded elk grain tan vinyl top, a combination that perfectly captures the luxury styling of the era. Inside, you're greeted by a plush tan interior that looks and feels exactly the way a Cadillac flagship should, with soft seating, generous space, and refined details, including tan carpet, door panels, and headliner, along with tasteful wood grain interior accents and a column shifter that reinforces the relaxed, effortless driving experience. Under the hood sits Cadillac's legendary 500 cubic inch V8, a torque-rich powerhouse designed to move this massive car with smooth authority rather than aggression, and it's paired with TH400 3-speed automatic transmission, a combination known for durability and silky shifts, supported by power steering, power disc brakes up front, and a 4-barrel carburetor that delivers smooth, predictable performance, rolling on 15-inch steel wheels with chrome wire center caps wrapped in 235/75 R15 tires. This Fleetwood also features classic Cadillac touches like opera lamps, factory air conditioning, and a factory AM/FM radio, all contributing to the authentic luxury experience. It's important to note that the car does need rear filler panels, as shown in the listing photos, but replacements are readily available from a company in Florida, making this a manageable cosmetic task rather than a major restoration hurdle. Overall, this 1976 Cadillac Fleetwood Brougham stands out as a low-mileage, largely original example of Cadillac's golden era, offering massive presence, unmatched comfort, and timeless style. And for anyone looking to own a true land yacht cruiser that delivers relaxed highway miles, car show appeal, and that unmistakable old-school Cadillac aura, this Fleetwood represents a rare opportunity to step back into a time when luxury was measured in inches, plushness, and effortless power. Number 11. The 1976 Plymouth Scamp 2-door, listed at $14,900 and located in Warwick, Rhode Island, showing 94,000 miles, believed to be original and paired with an automatic transmission. And this is a kind of classic that appeals to enthusiasts who want vintage looks without the size or expense of full-size cruiser or big block muscle car. Under the hood sits a reliable 6-cylinder engine, focused on smooth operation and practicality, making the Scamp an easy car to live with, whether you're cruising locally, heading to a weekend car show, or simply enjoying a relaxed feel of the 70s era American compact. And it's supported by power steering and power brakes, which add a comfortable, confidence-inspiring driving experience. The seller describes this car as one that runs, looks, and drives great. A simple but powerful statement that suggests it's already sorted and ready to be enjoyed rather than parked or restored. And visually, it carries a classic period look with a dark blue interior paired with a matching vinyl top, a combination that fits the Scamp styling perfectly and gives a clean, well-kept appearance. While the Scamp doesn't shout for attention like a high-horsepower muscle car, its appeal lies in its balance. Lightweight, easy to drive, and far more approachable in today's market, especially as clean, original examples like this become harder to find. With mileage that's believed to be original, a solid overall presentation, and honest, straightforward mechanicals, this 1976 Plymouth Scamp represents a great option for someone who wants a classic that can be driven regularly, enjoyed without stress, and appreciated for its simplicity and character, offering a nostalgic slice of 1970s American motoring that feels approachable, usable, and refreshingly straightforward. Number 12. The 1966 Cadillac Fleetwood, listed at $19,000 and located in San Pedro, showing approximately 79,000 miles on the odometer and paired with an automatic transmission. And this is a kind of full-size luxury sedan that perfectly represents what Cadillac stood for in the mid-1960s. Smooth power, elegant design, and unmatched road presence. This particular Fleetwood is especially impressive because it's described as having only one prior owner, complete with records of all maintenance, and has been garaged for most of its life, helping explain its immaculate condition and lack of rust, something that's becoming extremely rare for a nearly 60-year-old car, under the hood sits the original 429 cubic inch V8, delivering effortless torque and the kind of quiet, confident cruising experience that made Fleetwood the top of Cadillac's lineup. And this example has received thoughtful updates to keep it road-ready, including brand new drum brakes all around, ensuring confident stopping power while maintaining its period-correct character. Visually, this Fleetwood stands out thanks to its custom goblin green paint, a bold yet tasteful color choice that highlights the car's long, sculpted body lines, while the interior remains beautifully preserved and original, featuring champagne cloth upholstery, walnut wood paneling, and a cabin that feels more like a luxury lounge in a car, complete with power windows, power seats, power steering, cruise control, and a highly desirable tilt and telescope steering wheel, all of which were premium features even by Cadillac standards in 1966. Riding on steel wheels with full-diameter hubcaps wrapped in white-wall radial tires, this Fleetwood retains an authentic, dignified stance that suits its status as a true luxury flagship. The seller is transparent about a couple of minor imperfections, noting that the air conditioning is currently non-functional, and there is a small dent on the passenger side rear door. But these issues are minor when weighed against the overall condition, originality, and care this car has received over decades. The Cadillac Fleetwood is legendary for its smooth ride, commanding presence, and timeless elegance, and this example offers an exceptional opportunity for a collector, enthusiast, or classic car lover to own a well-preserved, historically authentic piece of American automotive history that still delivers the comfort, style, and prestige that define Cadillac at its peak. Number 13. The 1979 Lincoln Continental Sedan 4-door, listed at $5,500 and located in Bayside, New York. Showing 84,000 miles and paired with an automatic transmission, and this is the kind of full-size American car built for smooth, effortless cruising rather than short trips or aggressive driving. The seller describes it as being in great working condition and confidently states that it will drive anywhere, which is backed up by an extensive list of recent maintenance and mechanical updates that make this Continental especially appealing as a turnkey classic, including new tires, a new distributor, new spark plugs, wires and coil, a new battery, a new alternator, and a new ignition module, all of which help ensure reliable starts, smooth running, and dependable operation. Functionality is another strong point of this Lincoln, with the seller noting that all the major systems work as they should, including a fully functioning fuel gauge with a new sender unit installed, working power door locks with new actuators, operational power windows with new window motors, and power seats with new seat controllers, eliminating many of the common electrical headaches often associated with luxury cars of this era. Cosmetically, the car presents as an honest driver, with the seller being transparent about small rust areas on the rear driver's side passenger area, the trunk lip, and inside the trunk, which is typical for northeastern cars of this age and helps explain the very approachable price point. Overall, this Lincoln represents strong value for someone who wants a comfortable, classic luxury sedan that's already been mechanically refreshed, offers true road trip capability, and delivers that unmistakable Lincoln Continental ride quality and presence. And with the added option that the seller can deliver the vehicle, this 1979 Lincoln Continental sedan stands out as an affordable, usable entry into old-school American luxury motoring that's ready to be driven and enjoyed right now. Number 14. The 1983 Oldsmobile Cutlass Sierra, listed for just $1,700 and located in Denton, Maryland. Showing 84,352 miles and paired with an automatic transmission. And what immediately makes this car different from almost anything else on the road today is the presence of the very rare original 4.3-liter Oldsmobile diesel engine, a power plant that represents a fascinating and often misunderstood chapter in American automotive history. Despite its current project status, the seller is very clear and transparent about the car's condition, stating that it starts, idles, runs, drives, steers, shifts, stops, and shuts off properly, which is an important baseline for any classic, especially one powered by a diesel from the early 1980s. This Cutlass has already seen some meaningful recent work, including a new fuel tank, new fuel filter, new struts all around, and a new alternator showing that effort has gone into keeping the car functional rather than just parked. The biggest issue, and the main reason for the low asking price, is that the injection pump is currently missing, having been removed and sent out for rebuilding before being lost in the mail by USPS, with a claim still open as of late December 2025. And the seller notes they do have videos of cold starts and the engine idling from before the pump was removed, which helps validate the engine's condition prior to the setback. Beyond that, the car has a list of minor but honest issues, including a vacuum leak that affects power brakes and cruise control, a fuel gauge that does not read, a headliner temporarily held up with screws, a non-functioning tachometer, and a slow power steering fluid leak, along with tires that still have good tread but show light dry rot, all of which are typical project car concerns rather than deal-breaking structural problems. Taken as a whole, this 1983 Oldsmobile Cutlass Sierra diesel is not a turnkey daily driver, but instead a rare opportunity for the right enthusiast, especially someone interested in diesel history, unique powertrains, or budget-friendly classic projects, to pick up a running, driving, and extremely uncommon Oldsmobile at a price that reflects its challenges, making an intriguing and educational project that offers far more character than the average entry-level classic. Number 15. The 1985 Buick Electra Estate Wagon, listed at $9,999 and located in Surrey, British Columbia, showing just 99,000 kilometers and paired with an automatic transmission. And this is a kind of classic wagon that instantly brings back memories of a time when full-size station wagons ruled the road, offering comfort, space, and effortless cruising in one long, elegant package. What truly sets this Electra apart is its original condition and overall cleanliness, with the seller emphasizing just how rare it's becoming to find a station wagon from this era that hasn't been heavily modified, worn out, or rusted away. And with mileage this low, it's easy to understand why this car still presents so well. The seller even notes that the car retains the smell of a brand new vehicle, a small but telling detail that speaks volumes about how carefully it has been stored and maintained over the years. Mechanically, this Buick is described as one that runs and drives perfect, making it a genuine turnkey classic rather than a project. And while it may not be a showroom car, it is said to be in very good condition for its age, which is often exactly what enthusiasts look for when they want something to drive and enjoy without the stress of keeping it pristine. As an Electra Estate wagon, this Buick delivers a smooth, quiet ride that Buick was known for, paired with practicality of a full-size wagon, making it ideal for relaxed cruising, road trips, weekend outings, or even light daily use for someone who appreciates classic style and comfort. Overall, this 1985 Buick Electra Estate wagon represents a shrinking segment of the classic car market, offering originality, low mileage, and everyday usability in a body style that's becoming harder to find every year, making it an excellent option for collectors, enthusiasts, or anyone looking to own a well-preserved example of American wagon history that blends nostalgia, comfort, and practicality in one unforgettable package.